Welcome back, fellas. Very sorry that my videos got delayed and not being progressive in my channel. Um, there's nothing much to be, make videos about the Jets since their season lastly played last month, which, the final game they won against the Dolphins. And there's nothing much rage that I use a lot throughout the season. I'm like, ugh, it's kind of like take a little breather at first start, making Jets videos to react towards the next season. So I'll possibly make some very good start for myself in the channel. And, just holidays is just barging it off, we celebrate, last month's holiday with Christmas, New Year's Day, of course. All that comes symbols, and now I'm like, I'm trying to revamp one of my ideas to make videos on this channel. Pretty much coming soon, that further notice. But here, this video, I want to make some great predictions about this upcoming Super Bowl game we're going to watch. The best known game of all time in the season. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 years later, another rematch that we wait again. This is another good Super Bowl. I honestly think it's great to watch. Most people think that, different opinions about, there might be another boring Super Bowl rematch and it's unwatchable because of, both sides of controversial things that, are trending up from this game. Obviously the controversial referee scandalism, the calls they made, the cheating scandal thing from the Chiefs. They barge in the, people's winning streak happening, and, the Philadelphia Eagles, fan base, they're despisable people they have in the world, it's a lot of things to say in terms of facts. And of course, people assume they cheat too, or somehow. This game's gonna be, a very tight game for both sides, just like the first match of the 2 years back later. Jalen Hurts still with the team of the Eagles and still has a few weapons that he has, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley. Oh my God. Did you see his running plays? His highlights? He's unstoppable. He let the Giants and he's just like, screw it, I'm going to just be a better team. And guess what? He makes some outstanding yards, and he almost broke their all-time single record rushing yards. I believe it was Eric Dickerson's, but yeah, he was like 100 yards away from that. But they decided to set him down the week's 18th game whenever you try to rest him for the playoffs, which either they did a smart move or not. But now look at him, he's went for the team for the Eagles. So but for Kansas City Chiefs, man, everybody despises how they are. I mean, I despise them too, how they winning are. I mean, don't get me wrong. The very first year of the century, when they won the Super Bowl back in 2019 against the 49ers, that Super Bowl was meant for them. Super Bowl 54, I believe. They absolutely undeserved that Super Bowl. But after a few years later, after it was I lost my tracks. Super Bowl 57, Super Bowl 58 last year. Oh my God. Those years, they're unpredictable. How they are deserving Super Bowl champions. There's a lot of things to be said about their calls and stuff, but the way they keep progressing them down on each games they win is, of course, but how they went fairly and stuff, like how the referees hooked them aside, like, hey, I'm speaking for the fans like myself, just how I see and we all see, but people don't see, like, the Kansas City Chiefs fan, they rather see them win and lose, but I understand, but I'd rather be honest with my Jets. If they absolutely got away from a W because the referee made an abysmal call, I'd be say, yeah, I mean, fuck. I don't think I should be feel right that I won the game because of that, you know. But you know, people have their different freaking opinions. You know, it is what it is for them to be just outlook about the reality check is. Um, but more for the side of the team. So, you know, for Travis Kelsey to reenact for this game, of course, he has his sweet girlfriend that's watching in the stadium. Oh, for sure that she is being spotlight in the suites. No attention there. I think that's the most abysmal shit that's ever been in NFL's time. You know, just being on spotlight between Kelsey and Taylor Swift. Like, we're intentionalized to see football. I mean, we could see her whenever her fucking boyfriend wins the goddamn Super Bowl. but anyways, so I think for Travis Kelsey and when in a serious game on the line, I think he should be the one that's being thrown the ball for the first TD of the game. You know, and that's what I predicted for the first touchdown of the game overall. I think Travis Kelsey will get thrown for probably like the red zone play while Patrick Mahomes scrambles off and throws in the end zone. You know, that's what my best prediction is. And then further deep down, you know, with other weapons, you know, Xavier Worthy, he might step up more yardage than everybody else. I think he'll be receiving more passing yards as such. That will happen. And, you know, you all know, see how Patrick Mahomes does his magic that nobody likes. The next Brady that they say, but I don't know. I sweet talk about the Chiefs, but I mean, it's not as bad as talking to the Colts. You know, compare myself, you know, I will defer wise how, you know, they might win some plays, but I don't think that they will beat down on being my Jets. But that's not the Colts Super Bowl, which we're speaking now. So yeah, I will predict between these ball games towards the end of the game, I think Philadelphia Eagles will score 51 and the Kansas City Chiefs 43. So 51-43 Eagles. It will be kind of a close game, high scoring game, but you know, it all comes down to where this is the best moment for the Philadelphia Eagles shine up for. And actually, I think their defense will make some difference other than the last massive sorry, my sorries. The last matchup in the 2 years ago. You know, I think they were all shambled up with the playing calls from deep down in the backyards. You know, I'm just look at the last Super Bowl they have rematch, and I think the Philadelphia Eagles, the way they lost is the defensive calls that were off, and the Kansas City Chiefs know they're scheming about, you know, and that's what they're known for. And for the defense right now for the Chiefs, you know, it could be just up and down for them, but pretty sure they'll find some ways to break down Jalen Hurts' run and, of course, Saquon Barkley's big time yards running machine times. You know, just you know how they are. You know, and of course referees. I'm just kidding, but for real though, yeah, please don't. So yeah, Super Bowl MVP, in my opinion, I will say Saquon Barkley, obviously, because he's the one that made a motivational way to have Eagles prize up and just wow, you know, I think this is a great, you know, great team that we had in years. You know, we've been waiting for 7 years to see another Super Bowl, you know. I do see that our birds could win the Super Bowl. But, if there are other alternatives, if the Kansas City Chiefs win, which, they might defer on somebody else to win the MVP, obviously it will be Patrick Mahomes getting that candidate spot, but who knows. But at least that's my thoughts and predictions of the Super Bowl. Let me know what you guys thought about other ways. You think nobody can win the Super Bowl? Imagine. You think it would be overtime? Maybe. I mean, that happened last year with Niners and Chiefs, and Chiefs made a great historical touchdown to former Jet. I can't say his name no more. Harmon. He was with the team that he was kind of barely played with the Jets. Went to a future Super Bowl team and made the last play of the season. Crazy. But yeah, anyways. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry that it was yet long again for making videos. Pretty sure there's going to be random videos and thought of mine. And sometimes I'll get close to mind thinking about the Rangers moves and stuff, or because if they were to make the playoffs, I probably will make my predictions of the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's kind of like in a few months later, or just think about other things entertainment wise. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, yet again, and we'll see how this results goes. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me. I stutter so much. But yeah, so I'll remake the video whenever I get back to my home image. And of course, I'm changing my room as I speak. You kind of see the angle different. My lighting's kind of a little shine better than it was. But yeah, I mean, I'm about to apply some more things to rework on a channel. So that will come up in the bits. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video after the Super Bowl. We will find out who will be the winner and will take a cake in New Orleans.